Toastmasters, it is very easy to take things personally in life. In tough times, we must have sprinkles of humor and make each other laugh whenever possible. In his speech today, Mandar is going to share an aspect of himself which is less known. He hopes you enjoy it with his speech titled, Believe It or Not. Mandar, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest. If you would ask me how people define me, everyone will say that I have been reticent, hardworking, and a mature person. But that is not true. For a long period of time, I have been very mischievous and dumb. I would say mischievous would be an understatement because I used to love making fun of people who made mistakes at a time. Whenever someone mispronounced something or make funny statements, I would be the first one to roast them. One time, one of my neighbors said, my eldest son is going to university in North Carolina. The city is Charlotte. I was confused, what is Charlotte? I asked her again, and then it came to me that she was saying Charlotte. I gave her so much of a hard time that she regretted saying that to me. Over the years, I have tried to control myself, and I also said I was dumb because for a long period of time when I was 5 to 6 years of old, it was very hard for me to learn numbers. After 9, it would take me a long time to learn that it is 10 after 9. So, but all these things changed when I had a math teacher. He taught me for 3 years, from grade 6 to 8. His name was Udi. He was very muscular, strong, and a dashing personality, and very favored among every student. But he also had this knack of finding the best in others and disciplining them whenever possible. So one day, that was the D-Day which changed me as a person. I was in a very mischievous mood that day because UD sir had been teasing me for a long time in the class. Once upon in the previous few weeks, was just sitting here like Vincent, and I was just dozing in his class, and he saw me. It was not a boring class, but it was a very unusual time of the day, which caused me to sleep in his class, and he was making fun of me during whole class because he had a son who was also similar, and he used to compare me with him. And he said, there are lazy people like Mandar here, and they just don't know how to act in a class. But one fine day, it was just after the lunch break, UD sir came to our class, and he was wearing a crimson shirt with his black belt just like I had. Everything was perfect that day. He was about to teach us angles, trigonometry, except one thing, and it was his flyer was open. He did not know that at all. And the thing was, he missed some of his equipments. He used to bring some protractors to show what angles meant, interior angles, complementary angles, which are very essential in angles and trigonometry. So he decided to show his body as he said, "Students, what is this?" He said, "Imagine my stomach hair is origin, and what are these things?" And then whole of the class was trying to stop their laughter, and I decided to take this as an opportunity. I put on my camouflage and decided to yell. When he just turned to teach something and write a problem, I yelled. It was in disguise because I did not want him to know that it was me. I said, "The tunnel is open. We can see the black hole." But there were other classmates, students who had other things planned for me. I was hoping that they will stay quiet and will not tell my name. But eventually he was very furious because he did not like anyone making fun of him. And who would like that, right? Because you are in a school and he was well known for his persona. And there was this kid with no neglect in his attitude, and he decided to roast me and give me a hard time for a long time. I knew that the things were not going to be the same because UD sir was not only my teacher, but he was my father. He was my dad. So everything changed after that. I was grounded for at least a week. And then he made me make sure that I was disciplined, I was matured, and I had all the manners in the world.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. And Mandar, I'm pleased to evaluate your speech tonight. I love to do what I heard, what I saw, and what I felt. It keeps me organized. If you guys ever want to know why I do this, it's so that I can watch out for different things. So I'm going to start with what did I hear from Mandar. I heard the use of the Toastmaster. I love it when the speakers use the Toastmaster to give an intro of a speech. It adds so much context to speeches, and if you are new to the club or you haven't used that before, I encourage you to do that and learn from Mandar. That was awesome. Perfect setup of your speech. I heard the audience laugh. There were many times when I heard vocal laughter, which is great because that was the purpose of his speech, was to have a speech that induces laughter. So awesome job there. And the pacing. Mandar, I asked Mandar before the speech, I said, "Mandar, what do you want me to listen for? What do you want me to watch for?" And he said, "Watch for my pacing." I think you did a really great job on your pacing. The speech was perfect. You did want to also practice speaking faster. Mandar, he wanted to practice speaking faster, which was something that I was interested in why you wanted to do that. But I listened tonight, and in the beginning, I think you did a really great job speaking faster, but then I think it slowed back down in the middle and the end. But it's just something that you could continue to work on if that's something that you wish to work on. What did I see? I saw a smile from Mandar, and I absolutely love it when you see speakers smile. I think it adds so much to a speech. And I encourage you all to smile back, because when you're up here giving a speech, sometimes you just look at all these straight faces. So smile. It was great, Mandar, that you did that. I loved your gestures. You had some really great gestures, and you made them so, you did them punched out this way, you did really great gestures, and what that did, I think all of us did that, but you could actually picture yourself in the classroom with Mandar. Absolutely perfect. Now, I did notice a few repetitive gestures, and it was at your shirt. You did this a few times, and maybe that's a grounding moment for you, that's okay, but I did notice a few repetitive gestures there, perhaps nerves. Now, what did I feel? I felt connection with Mandar, and this was probably one of my favorite speeches from you, because just as we had vulnerability with our other speakers, I loved that you told such a personal story because it gives us insight on who is Mandar. And is it true or not? I don't know. We can talk about that at Post Toasties maybe. But I loved the personal story nonetheless. Mandar, this was fantastic, and it was a pleasure for me to be able to evaluate your speech. So thank you.